This is a Brooklyn-bound 2 express train. The next stop is Fulton Street.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
We got a nice crowd here. Look at this. Look at this. Minnie the Moocher. How you doing? David S. Cameron. Rodri. Glad you made it. Cuz, as usual. How you doing, bud? David S. Cameron. Happy the timing's working out for you, Mr. David S. Cameron. Hope you're well. We're in Southern Queens. I believe Springfield Gardens. Not too far from the DMV. Rockaway Boulevard. What I'm going to be doing today, quite literally, is actually backtracking my steps from yesterday, because unfortunately, what I had brought to Flushing yesterday was damaged. So I have to do backtracking today. So it's good for you guys because I'm back on the road. I have to go to Flushing, pick something up, bring it to Jersey, then bring the replacement stuff back to Flushing. So this is the first leg of this trip. I've already made a few stops in the Five Towns area, Cedarhurst, Lawrence, kind of borderline Nassau County and Queens. So back in Queens now, Southern Queens, heading towards the Belt Parkway in Van Wyck. We're going to go up to Van Wyck, up to Flushing. Once we get to Flushing, then I'll see how much time we've been on, and I'll see. You guys will probably take the ride with me from Flushing to Jersey. I mean, I put it in the title. I guess we have to do it now. Otherwise, it would just be considered clickbait, right? But I hope everyone's well. And Rodri, I'm glad you made it today, Rodri, because I know you came in late yesterday. And Minnie the Moocher, nice to see you. Assassinino, hello, sir. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate you stopping in while you're working, buddy. Hope you're well. It is a beautiful day, Minnie. It's this is it. We're coming down to the final stretch of days where you can actually say that. Believe me. It's a beautiful mid 70s, low humidity. Basically, what you get in Florida during the winter is what we got going on here today. So we need to follow our signs for the Van Wyck. We're going to be heading up the Van Wyck, just like Renee, right by JFK. So these hotels here are the JFK hotels: the Courtyard, the Hampton Inn, the Hilton, the Radisson. This road here, David S. Cameron, you'll recognize. But we're not going to just continue on the service road to the Belt. We're going to head up north. There's a little bit of traffic on the Van Wyck, but it's not terrible. I think it's about a 5 or 6 minute delay, which isn't too bad. So we'll roll with it. I'll check the traffic once I got what I need in Flushing to figure out which way we're going to Jersey. Well, I know, George Washington Bridge, probably Triborough to the FDR, George Washington Bridge. The typical. Alrighty, so here's the Van Wyck Expressway. Van Wyck basically splits Queens in half, runs north to south, right up the middle. And it'll go all the way, its southern portion. Oh, this guy's taking a leak. That's nice. Its southern portion is JFK Airport, basically, and runs all the way north up into the bridges to go up to the Bronx. Whitestone, Throgs Neck. This guy's in a rush. A little rush. Okay, so here's a traffic he's rushing into right now up ahead. Again, it should be fairly light. We're back into the school traffic. 66 degrees in Wales. That's a nice night for you there, no? In Wales? Scotty Briggs, what's up, buddy? Hope you're well. And here's our traffic. And here's our friend that was in a rush. In all his glory. With his Connecticut license plates. Doing God's work. See, make sure we didn't miss anyone else coming in here. Oh, man. Yeah, that seems like it must be a nice night over in Wells. Okay, so here's a little bit of traffic. I promise we shouldn't be stuck in this much longer. Google Maps is telling me about a 6-minute delay, which is not bad for this road right now. NG, how are you? And yes, it is the air tram up ahead. Screen left. There it is right there. That air tram takes you over from the Jamaica Avenue terminal, the Long Island Railroad terminal, the train station over in Jamaica Avenue. Takes you all the way down into the airport. And then, it makes a stop by long-term parking. But yes, that is the air tram above me. That goes from the Long Island Railroad into JFK. It's not utilized much in JFK. Like, I know I've been to, where was it? I think Miami, where you have to kind of take the monorail to get from friggin' one terminal to the other. That's not the case in JFK. This was a recent addition, very, very recent, just recently built to connect the subways to the airport. Because you would think New York City, you would have a connection between mass transportation and the airports, and there wasn't one. There wasn't a strong connection. One of Cuomo's big thing that he did was he set up a connection to LaGuardia, because the new LaGuardia is Cuomo's baby. So he designed different bus routes, and a subway now extends a little further to provide mass transportation to the airports. Ooh, big pothole. So I've been there a long time ago. I haven't been there recently. that neighborhood is just crap. So I usually just go to the Cross Bay Diner that's in Howard Beach. I think the Cross Bay Diner in Howard Beach is great. For a diner, it's a really good diner. So I frequent that one all the time. I haven't been to the one to the Lindenwood Diner in a while. I mean, like for example, across the street from the Lindenwood Diner, there's a new shopping center where there's like an Ace Hardware and there's a 99-cent store or a Dollar Tree, whatever. Like my girlfriend goes to that Dollar Tree and that Ace Hardware and that shopping center all the time, and I tell her she's freaking crazy. But again, she grew up in Howard Beach, so to her going over to that city line or whatever over there in East New York, she's like whatever. It doesn't bother her. I don't go over there. I got no need to go over there. But by the hole and all that. There he is, Dendu and Vito. How are you, sir? Hope you're doing well, Dendu. Got some nice road construction for you to look at here. The Van Wyck is always under construction. You see, you got your workers here off to the left. You see them there? They got their protective headgear on and everything. Oh, it's a company out of Long Island. That's funny. Scotty Briggs, that's my neighborhood. Born and raised. My whole family is still there, a couple of blocks away. And so what's funny about that is that my mother and my sister, who are in Marine Park, they go shopping. They go to, I don't know if you're familiar, Scott Briggs, with Erskine Street. Erskine Street is that exit on the Bell Parkway right before you hit Cross Bay Boulevard, where they built that shopping center there. They put a ShopRite, they put a Home Depot, they put a whole bunch of stuff there, but it's basically East New York. And I tell them, I'm like, why don't, when you get on the belt and you go east, why don't you just keep going east and either come to Howard Beach or go to friggin' Long Island? You're gonna go to East New York to do your food shopping? What's wrong with you? But Kings Plaza, you're right. I mean, I mean, that's one of the perfect examples of a mall that's kind of gone to crap. Not too long ago, they put a Panera in there, they put a Best Buy. They thought they were going to switch it up when Brooklyn was all the craze. But that's northern Brooklyn. That's Williamsburg. That's Greenpoint. Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about, Scotty Briggs. You know Erskine Street. They go over there, and I'm like, why? I'll just go out to Long Island. I mean, me obviously, I drive everywhere, anywhere, anytime. Oh, it's Roger. Okay, their Wi-Fi is not too good over there. Yeah, I'm pretty fortunate here in terms of streaming capabilities. My signal seems to yeah, yeah, they don't care. They don't care. It's funny. A tight squeeze here, huh? Oh. So you got Jamaica Medical Center on the left, the Trump Pavilion. Still continuing up the Van Wyck, but we're kind of getting to the point will be where we can release from this traffic a bit. Anyone who knows this area knows that this is probably one of the most notorious traffic spots all day, every day. They've done a ton of construction here. They've tried to open it up a bit, but there's just too many people. Until you solve that problem, you're not going to alleviate traffic. Wow, refresh. Down to Kings Plaza, Scotty Briggs. I mean, all the buses end at Kings Plaza, or they begin at Kings Plaza, which was great for me when I was going to high school because I had to take I had to take the bus to grammar school too, but to go to high school, I had to take the B2 to Kings Highway station, Kings Highway East 16th Street, where like the Suns and stand up, they always talk about that Kings Highway East 16th Street, that train station. That's the closest train station to like to that southern part of Brooklyn, Marine Park. You know, unless you go, there's other trains, but you'd understand what I'm saying. Like if you're in Marine Park, you gotta take a bus to the subway, pretty much. So the B2 was right there. It started at Kings Plaza. I caught it at like the second stop. And then the 41 came all the way down comes all the way down Nostrand. All the buses do, yeah, you're right, they all meet up at Kings Plaza pretty much. And then you can catch any bus from Kings Plaza going up. Even go down to the beach, Rockaway Beach. Rockaway Beach. Cuzzo says hello to everyone. He's working hard, but saying hello. Claudio Perry, good people. Good people here, Mr. Claudio Perry. Hope you're well. Okay, so here, I don't know exactly what's going on here. If they got a lane closed or what the deal is, because it seems like everyone wants to come into this lane. I don't know. So there's something going on right here. As if this is not a bad enough traffic spot to begin with. There's definitely something going on in this right lane. I hope this truck sees me because he's acting like he doesn't, which wouldn't be good. This lane's closed up here. So I guess we got to let this Sentra in over here. Alrighty, come on. All right, they got this lane closed. Yep. Come on, Big Lou. What are you guys doing over here? Tiandu, what are you guys doing over here? What are you guys doing? You just got the Escalade hanging out here. Just hanging out. Ah, they're regrouting the. Well, I guess it's not grout, but I guess the cinder blocks in the wall. I guess they use a mortar or a thin set. Alrighty, let's head up to Van Wyck. You got to make it there quick. If we went left, which we've done multiple times on this live stream, that would take us on the Grand Central towards LaGuardia Airport, but we have to go straight up to Flushing, New York, over the New Metropolitans. Hey, Hindustan, India, welcome. How are you? Welcome to the stream, buddy. Yep. Yeah, the Van Wyck's open here. It'll be open. That was just that one spot. I mean, even if they weren't friggin' regrouting over there, it wouldn't have been bad at all. Again, everyone's back to school traffic. So you have less people on the road middle of the day. You got the college students are back doing whatever they do. Come on, guy, get past this truck so I'm not sitting here hanging out with this guy. Come on. Come on, you're in the left lane. Let's not have round two here. Don't make me sit next to this truck because you don't know where the pedal is. It's the one on the right. Yeah, that one. I won't lose my patience again. But it is pretty wide open here. Let's see what we got going on. Okay, just checking something real quick over here. Alrighty, we're good to go. Yeah, Claudio Perry. No round two today. I'm not losing my anger. I mean, I'm not losing my patience. It's not happening. Too tired, too stressed out. See, this person's just going to move over for me. I didn't even have to yell at them. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Go get on the Long Island Expressway. See ya. No rage today. No road rage. I'm burnt to a crisp. I don't know if you heard when I first came on, Claudio Perry, but what I'm doing today is basically backtracking and retracing all my steps from yesterday because the material that I dropped off yesterday was all damaged. So I did what I had to do in the morning, and then now this is a going back and picking up this stuff, bringing it to Jersey, and bringing new stuff back to them. So I am not in the best mood. Knowing that I'm not in the best mood, I will avoid all types of conflict. Joe Delamora, hello, sir. Thank you for joining us, Joe. He wants me to get off Northern Boulevard over here. I kind of like going Linden Place a little better. Let me see. Let me move over. So this is Flushing, Queens. City Field to the left. I think you could see it. You can see it in your screen right there. That's City Field, home of the New York Metropolitans. Adama's favorite team. Why does this want me to go Northern Boulevard here? I don't like that. Let's see. That's my best bet. Alrighty. So we're in Flushing, Northern Queens. Road construction, obviously. Alright, so I want 25 east, which means we need to go this way. You're right, Scott. I hate coming to this spot right here, but Google is telling me it's fine. But you're completely right. That's why I never, ever, ever want to come this way to, I don't understand. Just don't understand that message I just got. I don't. See, I'm cutting this guy off. Sorry, guy. Sorry, guy. Okay. Yeah, but typically, Scotty Briggs, you're right. This area right here is just a complete disaster. So I try to go kind of around it. I go up to Linden Place and come down Linden Place. But we'll do this. They'll hang out at this light. Check the chat. This is Flushing. Main Street's up in front of you, right? I think, no, Prince Street. This is Prince Street. So Flushing really, Chinatown. People hear a lot of Chinatown. Chinatown is downtown Manhattan, next to Little Italy, basically, near Mulberry Street, Mott, all over there, Canal Street. That's all Chinatown in Manhattan. Quite frankly, let's just say you wanted to find the most authentic New York City Chinese experience, put it that way, or Asian experience, I'd come to Flushing. Flushing's in Queens. Typically speaking, you just gotta, in general, Manhattan's just a little more built for tourists than the boroughs are. So you just get a little more real in the boroughs. Although Chinatown in Manhattan is real. It's not a it's a big tourist spot, but it's not like it's Times Square and Rockefeller Center and all that crap. A lot of real people down in Chinatown, Manhattan. But, I mean, to locals, correct me if I'm wrong, anyone here, I would think, like, if you really, like, explore Flushing, say you just wanted really good dim sum, or you wanted really good, authentic Chinese or Asian food, I would suggest Flushing. I don't know. That's just me. Okay. And I would say it probably is cleaner just because in general, again, generally speaking, like a neighborhood in Queens is probably gonna hold up better than a neighborhood in Manhattan. Just generally speaking. Adama, we're in Flushing, home of your favorite American baseball team, the New York Mets. Okay, we're going to that. 35th Avenue. Alrighty, we just need to get down this block, and we're almost at our first stop, and then we'll go to Jersey, all right? Yeah, no, yep, Scott, it's brutal. There's parts that I deal with, like you can see here, are the very, very industrial parts. So, like, we kind of just, like, I'm going to have to just make up a parking spot right now. But you're right. Okay, let's see what we got here now. Here's a perfect example. Perfect example. So, guys, bear with me. Bear with me, all right, folks? I need to go into this place and I need to get 4 boxes of tile. Should not take very long, okay? Just bear with me, and then we'll go to Jersey, all right? How you doing? I'm back. It's broken, so I gotta come get it and swap out tile. It's small though, 4 boxes, so small. Disaster, guys. What a freaking disaster. Uh, what a disaster. Bear with me just a couple more minutes, folks. Bear with me. A few more minutes. I thank you so much for bearing with me. Just give me a few more minutes, okay, guys? Yeah, disaster is right. I'll be right back. We'll go to Jersey, all right? Couple more boxes, guys. Couple more boxes. See if I can move up a little over here. This guy's leaving. 25 people, man. Thank you so much, guys. Give me a couple more minutes. We'll go to Jersey, all right? Couple more minutes. 2 more boxes. I can move up a little further. All right, let's move up. Let's move up. Let's move up. Let's move up. You stay right there, guy. Fucking guy. All right. Alright guys, I got them all. Got them all. Just make sure they're all secured back here and we'll get on the road. T-minus 1 minute. My warehouse is not going to be too happy about this. Let me tell you something. They are not going to be too happy about this. Because the boxes are all messed up. It's a disaster. It's an absolute friggin' disaster. Oh my Lanta. All right, guys. Let's see what we got going on here. Anyone that have come in, hello. Caramel Hall, Lori Love. How you doing, guys? How's everyone today? Hope everyone's well. You're right about that, NJ. There's so much more to New York than Manhattan, and that's what part of this, that's what this channel is about. Northern Irish Panther, how you doing? Is Moby in here too? Or is that Moby? Not sure. Okay. Thank you, David S. Cameron. I appreciate that. Very nice of you. And just so everyone knows, Pain Like Bane's available for bar mitzvahs and any other events you might be interested in. All right, let's check the traffic. Let's see what our plan of attack is going to be here now. We need to get to Jersey. Let's see. How do we want to do this? How do we want to do this? Oh my God. Where did that traffic come from? Oh my God. It's telling me it's going to take an hour and 17 minutes to get to Jersey. That's a joke. That's a joke. Oh, that's most definitely a joke. Oh, no way. No way. I'll go through Manhattan right now. I might have to go through Manhattan, guys. This might turn into a good one because the traffic going to the George Washington Bridge is calling sick. BK. Too late for that, Claudio Perry. Too late. Well, from here, Scott? From here, from Flushing to Bergen County? Moron. I'm getting a 31-minute delay on the Cross Bronx. I don't want to sit on the Cross Bronx for a half hour. All right, we're going through Manhattan. 2080 is in here. Please hit the like button. We're going through Manhattan. Let's do this. Hope you guys all come along for the ride because this will be a doozy. Now something's up, Scotty Briggs. Something's up with that. That shouldn't be that bad. Shouldn't be that bad from here. I figured from here we'd be not so bad. But all right. Oh God, I gotta remember that I got all this stuff in the trunk. And it's not too securely fastened because I kind of just threw it in there. Have to kind of remember that that's there. Alrighty. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have to get on the Long Island Expressway, and we're gonna go through the Midtown Tunnel. We're gonna go into Manhattan. We're gonna go straight through Midtown. All right. Hopefully this makes for some very, 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 very cool video. Hopefully. And not a lot of stress. Down there. All right, guy, come on. Just get it. Okay, make your cape turn. Beautiful. Alrighty, so this is Flushing again. The route that we're going right now offers like one of the best views of New York City. Coming right into Midtown. Very cool view. Oh, God, I gotta remember. I hear that stuff sliding around back there. Not that it's not damaged already, but we're gonna try to salvage up a few of these pieces back there. You know what I mean? Yeah, Lori Love. So yeah, this should be a good video going in through the Lincoln Tunnel. Should be a good video. I'd rather not go this way. I'd rather just go up the George Washington Bridge, but that's a little more traffic than should be there at this time. That's like kind of really crawling through the Cross Bronx, which is typical. Don't get me wrong, but yeah. But yeah, this should be good. Hopefully, I don't lose service going through the tunnels, because the tunnel is a pretty cool video too, being in the tunnel. But hopefully, I don't lose service going through. Check a few things here while I have the time. Hopefully the audio's good. I took the earbuds out, so I'm going straight phone microphone. Okay. Let's do this. So we're gonna have to make a right up ahead. Adam, the Mets Stadium is gonna be on your left. You should start to see the skyline now. It's a clear day. You're gonna start to see the skyline right now. It's right in front of you. Hopefully you can see it through the screen. But we're just gonna keep getting closer and closer and closer and closer, and boom! It's gonna be right in front of you. All right, so we want. Do I want to go this way? No, I don't want to go this way. Wait, I do want. I want to go that way. Damn it! Wait. I want to go. Okay, I know what I'm doing. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Right, I didn't want to get on the LIE going that way. I want to do this. Okay, I know what I want to do. I got it. Nice spot for this truck to be kind of hanging out. Okay. So we're still going to go the same way. I'll still take you into Midtown. I'm just going to go about it in a little different of a way. Going to get on the grid. Well, it'd be very complicated to try to explain what I'm doing right now, but I'm basically getting off the exit for Northern Boulevard, hopping on the Grand Central for an exit, taking it to the LIE, just avoiding the bottleneck areas that I know for a fact exist. If we do this, we can kind of avoid a few bottlenecks. We just got to get a little to the left as these people are getting off. This is Northern Boulevard, Jackson Heights. I just did a little rope-a-dope here. Yeah, that's right. New York Mets, baby. Adam's New York Metropolitans. We're right here. Yeah, so oddly enough, we're actually getting on the Grand Central East in order to go west. But I'm not going to get into how that works. You'd have to look at the map. I would love to figure out a way how to get like a kind of a map on the screen at the same time. I think I could. I know how I could do it. I can basically drop myself the link on a different device and kind of have the map, or I don't know. I feel like it should be required. A required accessory to this channel is to have a map in front of you. Hope you're doing well all of a sudden. I don't know, Claudio Perry. I don't know. He made one random appearance like a few weeks ago, and then that was it. Maybe we'll see him on the road. Okay. So here's our little rope-a-dope. Grand Central East. Okay. So much for you yielding to us, but hey, follows the roads anyway. Hopefully we can get cross town without much disaster. Maybe we'll see Yo Ange, our action kid, the Dutch Mass. There's the subway up ahead. That's a 7 train. U.S. Open Complex to the left, Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. So we're actually heading a little south. I'm not going to give you a direction right now. It just doesn't make sense because at this part of the Grand Central, it's the Grand Central East, but we're actually going south. It makes no sense. But once we get on the LIE, you should start to begin begin to see visuals of the city, skyline, Empire State Building, One World Trade Center, all that. You see the U.S. Fair paraphernalia off to the left in Flushing Meadows, Corona Park. The intro to King of Queens. He's hanging out in there. All right, this is our exit. This is our exit. Another doozy. We want west. We want Midtown Tunnel, Manhattan. Long Island Expressway, Interstate 495. From Riverhead to Manhattan. Okay. To get around this guy. Right near Left Rack City. We're actually going to pass right through it, basically. We need to get ourselves over so that we can get onto the expressway. This is a very cool hotel that I've passed a few times. It's called the Paris Suites Hotel. I mean, God knows what it's like on the inside or who's really hanging out there or what, but at least the concept of it's pretty cool. All right, green means go, guy. Excuse me, ma'am. Okay. Alrighty. So this is the Horace Harding service road to the Long Island Expressway. The buildings you'll see up ahead are Left Rack City. There's our Long Island Expressway to the left, which we need to get on. Like so. Okay. Alright. We're getting closer. We're getting closer to Manhattan. I just hope we can get cross town without no issues. I hope we don't buffer in the tunnel, but it is Left Rack City. Come on, minivan. I know you want to come in. Uber. Mr. Uber. Mr. Uber. And now we got to get over to the left. Our lane's going to end. Our lane's for Queens Boulevard only. Okay, so let's scooch it over a little bit. Like so. This is the Vinnie Bracco area. He's always around here. Queens Boulevard, Woodhaven Boulevard, Forest Hills, Rico Park. Very popular area. So much congestion on that expressway to the left here, but when we get on, it should clear. Approaching the Maspeth area. So now, where did that traffic come from? Where did that traffic come from? Where did that traffic come from? Alright, what's this way that's telling me 1 hour and 2 minutes? Maybe we should do this. Like, I really want to take you into Manhattan, but I really don't want to put you onto something that we're just going to sit there. I think change of plans, Lori Love. Change of plans, Lori Love. We're not going to go up into Manhattan. We're not going to go up to Manhattan. The tunnel's jammed. It wasn't showing me that traffic the first time. But we're gonna do a little more rope-a-doping, which is fine. You'll still see the city, but we're not gonna take the Midtown Tunnel. We'll do some more rope-a-doping up to the Triborough Bridge, and eventually up to the George Washington Bridge. Deal? Deal. Let's do it. This is what we want. We want 69th Street, Grand Avenue. Yeah, that's something. Yeah. Again, I don't want you to. I don't. Just like I don't want to run into something ridiculous. I don't want to send you guys into something ridiculous and ridiculous unnecessary traffic. So let's do a little more exploring. We'll go this way. We'll go this way. Still, we'll be close enough. You should get some great visuals. Guy. It's me. Alrighty then. Oh, shreddy then. So this is Maspeth, as that blue sign right there would tell you. Welcome to Maspeth. Maspeth, Queens. New York City is off in your distance there. You can see some skyline. Mobland, how you doing? Hope you're well. Yeah, we're gonna do more. We're gonna go over. That's where we're going right now, David. That's where we're going. I mean, Manhattan's the crown jewel. Manhattan is the crown jewel of visuals and New York City isms, whatever. But it's really all about timing. It really is. Let's just do this. This will be better. At least you'll see some Maspeth. You'll see some Fresh Pond Road and stuff like that. Grand Avenue, 69th Street. We'll go over the bridge. Some of the recent activity that happened that would interest the genre was here on Fresh Pond Road, this area. And this is Maspeth, Queens. Let's do this. This will probably offer an even better video, to be honest with you. I don't know. To me, if we have to just sit in one spot, not good for the production. This is kind of more what I want to show you anyway. I want to show you the bottom. Okay. 30 folks in here. Please hit the like button. Please, 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 please. Oliver, for some reason, he isn't showing here in the chat. Who? Addy, are you here? Mr. Adama? He was around before. He might not still be here. I don't see him either. Okay. So this is 69th Street. 69th Street, 53rd Avenue. You guys, Claudio can't see Carol? And Carol, you can't see Claudio? That's annoying. That's really annoying. Hmm. Big Hill. All right, coming up to Maurice Avenue. Okay. That's weird. Why you can't see each other? Yeah, there's Carol. There's Claudio. There's Oliver saying Carol can't see Claudio. That's. I don't want that. I don't want people not to be able to see each other in here. Mm. Look at this cool Toyota right in front of us. Toyota CE. Look at this thing. That thing's pretty cool, no? Old school. Got a third row back there. Man. Hmm. Yeah, no. That's some prep. Hey, welcome. We're in Queens. We're going back to Jersey. Arun. Okay. This is always a tough block here. But yeah, welcome Harun. Welcome back. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for stopping in. Okay. Check on this traffic that we got up ahead of us here. All right, so we're coming up to Queens Boulevard. We're gonna want to make a right onto this, well, left onto the service road is what we're gonna want to do. Okay. Whoa, what is? I promised I wasn't gonna lose my patience. I don't know where this just traffic just came from. God, which way should we go? I'm lost, guys. I'm at a loss. I don't want you guys to sit in this traffic up ahead either. 18-minute delay. Yes, I'm keeping my cool today. Is Coach Train in here? What's up, Coach Train? Jonathan C., what's up? Hope you're doing well. What it do with Big Lou? There he is. What it do with Big Lou? Alrighty. I'm trying to just avoid you guys sitting in traffic is really what I'm trying to do. I don't think it's going to happen, folks. Hope you're doing well, Big Lou. Gloria Love, I'll see ya. And Jonathan C., thank you. Always appreciated. What to do? This guy's awfully close to me for no reason. He should definitely consider staying in his lane. What is this? What is this route? What is this route? What is this route? All right, guys. Let's do some dipping and diving. Let's do some dipping and diving. I think we're going Queensboro Bridge. You know what's great about this is because I'd be saying all these things out loud. I'd be talking to myself. So at least like with you guys listening, at least now I'm not like as crazy as I would be if I was just doing all this by myself, just talking to myself. Because I'd be doing the same thing. Like, nah, let's go this way. Nah, frag, you know? Let's go this way. This is Queens. This is Queens. So now we're back on Northern Boulevard. Again, you'd need a map, but this is going to give you some pretty cool visuals of the city also. Hopefully you won't get stuck behind the big truck. But if you start to, really look in your distance, off in the distance, you'll see it. The city's right in front of us. Manhattan's right in front of us. We're going to go into Manhattan. Change of plans again. We're going to go in Manhattan, all right? But we're going to take the Queensboro Bridge and go about it that way. Maybe even go downtown if we got it. Northern Boulevard, Jackson Heights, heading west, trying to get to Jersey. Any way we can, we're trying to get to Jersey. We're trying to get across Manhattan, we're trying to get across the East River, and then across the Hudson River into Jersey. This is what we're trying to do here. Jackson Heights, Queens, Northern Boulevard, heading west, 58th Street. Lots of car dealerships here. Major Auto World is over here. Empire, Honda, this, that. Every dealership you could think of is over here. Yeah, no DJ skip today. I had to take that video down. I took it down before they even caught wind of all that. I figured why even it was not going to be pretty. It wasn't going to be pretty. You see, I could DJ. I can get some tunes going. I could do it. We'll do it every once in a while, especially like next time if I take like an actual road trip. It's fun. It was good times. DJs, yeah, no DJ skip today. That is for sure. Yeah, Jonathan C. That is Amtrak up right above us. You can navigate, Jonathan C. Perfect. You're a local. Tell the folks where we're at then. Northern Boulevard, 53rd. Amtrak actually just passed. That's funny. It's going on the left. You're not gonna be able to see it, but it's the train is going by right now actually, and it's actually it's heading towards the city. Boot Hill Krill, what's up? Welcome, Boot Hill crew. Seen you around. Not sure if I've seen you in here, but welcome. They're in Queens. Heading to Jersey. I have to try to determine which way I want to get into Jersey. But for now, we're on Northern Boulevard. Are we in Jackson Heights yet, Jonathan C? Big Lou, you got a little flag guy out there. A stop sign out there in the middle of the road. It's got some trucks crossing. See them going right to left? Oh, now he's backing in. And over there. And then that's all Manhattan skyline, all up there. Joshua, how you doing? And yes, it's way less hot than it's been. We're getting into approaching the fall season. The humidity is dropping. Fall and pumpkin spice lovers are rejoicing, and I am dreading it. Yeah, just go through the light. You thought better of it. Yeah, but the pumpkin spice latte people with their UGG boots and their stretch pants are loving it. Absolutely loving it. Me? Nah. It's a sign of the dread to come. I heard you're like either number 2 and number 3 in there. Not sure, underboss or something. I heard you're pretty high up in there though. That code train. Heard you're the one calling the shots in that with those wise guys over there. Here you go, Big Lou. Another guy with a stop sign. Putting up a building here on the right. A whole bunch of dump trucks here. I guess it's demo time. Yes, beeping will definitely solve the issue at hand. Guy behind me. That'll definitely do it. There's Major Auto World. Anyone from around here has heard the commercials for Major Auto World. All growing up, it's right here on the left. Hot dog stand guy. Look at that. Okay. We got to be getting close to Long Island City, you know, Jonathan C. No problem, Rodri. We're still here. We're still figuring out I'm still trying to figure out the best way to get to Jersey. At this rate, I mean, I'm just trying to get there by, I guess if I'm there by 2 o'clock, I guess we're doing something good here. All right, it looks like that the bulk of that bad traffic is kind of loosening up a little bit. 11 minutes slower. No, we don't want the route that goes 11 minutes slower. No, I don't want that route. I gotta make it right. New? What do you mean new? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this is what we want to do. We want to take the back roads. Steinway Street. We want to do a little back road action. You know what I mean? Co-train. A little backside. How you doing? Yeah, this is the way we want to go. Perfect. This tells me I'll be there at 1:45 if I follow this route. So it's like another 50 minutes. All right. See if we can keep this stream on the 2 hours. Try to end it right at the 2 hour mark. Hey, Mr. 5'6". What's up, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Um, 36th Avenue, 36th and 38th Street. Double parked cars, school buses, playing chicken. You know the routine. He's just gonna go through the red light. You know, typical day. And Boot Hill Crew, welcome Boot Hill Crew. Boot Hill Crew. I don't know why I'm having a difficult time saying that. Let's go. All right, so let's see, we'll make a right on like 35th. If you're not from around here, do not try this route because you're gonna get lost. You're gonna get lost. Oh man. Well, what we're gonna basically now we're heading up to Astoria. We're gonna wind the streets of Astoria and get ourselves over to basically like near Astoria Boulevard and 278 over there and hop the Triborough. But we're taking the scenic route. Actually, those of you that are involved in any sort of entertainment, straight ahead, this sign right there that says Kaufman Astoria Studios. So I'm not, not my field of expertise, or I don't know anything about it. But anyone that's in entertainment, I think you would recognize Kaufman, Kaufman. These are the studios right here on the right. I was, flabbergasted when I found out that this is a studio. It's like a Hollywood freaking studio. There's a theater. It's a whole big thing. It's a 1 square block here in Queens, and I was like mind blown when I found out that that's what this was. Like actually, they filmed shows, and again, I don't know exactly what, but I know I've been watching TV, and it comes up at the end. Oh, filmed at Kaufman, and I'm like Kaufman. That's freaking right here. So anyone in that world would probably recognize Kaufman Studios. Another double parker. Double parkers galore. I have to say we are in Astoria now. Astoria traditionally a very, very strong Greek population, big Greek influence. You'll still see a lot of Greek restaurants and influence on culture here. This is Broadway, not to be confused with the Broadway in Manhattan. This is Broadway and 35th Street, Astoria. Creep up a little. Creep, creep, creep. Give you guys the visual. Not much sound out there right now. I don't know. Let me open the window, see if you guys can hear anything. Streets are pretty quiet. A lot of great restaurants over here. I hope this truck can get past this double park car, otherwise we're gonna have an issue in front of us. It looks like he's squeezing by. Yeah, you see, you get these double park cars here, and then you get a freaking truck coming down the block. You can get stuck. Plenty of room for us, but you're funny sometimes, Go Train. Sometimes you're funny. Sometimes. Hey, Teresa Murphy. Hope you're doing well, Teresa. Hope Chuck is doing well. Hope Ryan's doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. Very welcome, Claudio Perry. You're very welcome. Okay. Chuck has a little more room with this one here. Although, what is there? Something on the right here, too? Oh, God, yeah, look at this. Double parked car. Look at this. Unbelievable. And they're all just sitting in their cars. They don't care. They don't care. I will check that out, Teresa Murphy. I have like an alert on him, like on the on Major League Baseball website. You can kind of put an alert on certain players. That way, if anything, if any transaction happens with them, any movement or whatever. So yeah, I do have like a bit of an alert on him to know when if anything major happens with him. It's very cool. Yep. I'd heard some of the explanation on Vinny's show. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I mean, they got I don't know if you were with us when. Yeah, you were with us, Teresa Murphy, when I went to Randall's Island to my nephew's game, and he was pitching that game actually. Yep. He was. My nephew was pitching, and my nephew's actually, well, for that age. I mean, it's 9U, 8-9U. So basically, you're a good pitcher if you can consistently just throw strikes. Really, and he can. He was born with good aim. And there's a lot of things like that's what I tell my brother-in-law, his father. And thank God my brother-in-law is not one of those crazy parents that they got the kid in pitching lessons and in batting lessons, and he's getting private this and private that, extra this. He's 8 years old. Like, what are you doing? Thankfully, my brother-in-law is very kind of like level-headed with this stuff, and I tell him all the time. I'm like, I played with kids. I can give you examples of kids that I played with that, at 8-9 years old that were great, awesome, big kids, big, strong, but they, just as we get older, talent catches up to them. Like I've just seen it and I tell him, like, don't let him pitch all the time. The kid's gonna have the kid's arm's going to be shot. Kid 9 years old. If they see that this kid throws strikes, they're just going to keep pitching him. Meanwhile, his arm's going to be shot. And yeah, Coach Train, a lot of kids peak early. A lot of them. I two perfect examples that I have as we drive. And Haran, I said hello to you, but I'm going to say hello to you again, just to be sure. Hope you're doing well, and welcome back. Let me give you two quick examples, Coach Train and Teresa Murphy. You'll like this, right? Two quick examples. First example, Justin Upton. You know Justin Upton. Me and him are the same age. I played summer league against him. A fall league game. Oh, I just contradicted myself. It was my summer league team, the Baseline Yankees, but it was during the fall. So right around this time of the year, we went down to Virginia to play a weekend series against the Tidewater Devil Rays, is what they were called. Now, yeah, sure, go ahead. Guys, looking the other direction. Yeah, go ahead, go. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You're halfway in already. Yeah, you're welcome. I was saying, he wasn't even looking. He just put his hand in. He's freaking, go ahead. Go. You're welcome. Anyway, so we're going down. We're going to play the Tidewater Devil Rays. Now, the Tidewater Devil Rays are a team down in Virginia Beach. David Wright played for them. And the other Upton brother, BJ, right? Or BJ or Justin, whatever one. I played against the younger one. The older one played for this organization. So they were the Tidewater Devil Rays. Now, when we went to go play them, Upton was on this team, and all the scouts were there to go see him. Now, this was right before he got drafted. He got drafted number 1 overall, if you remember Coach Train, Upton. And it was maybe in 2005, 4, around there. He got drafted first overall. When he played against me, he was a shortstop. He was 17 years old. And his whole life, he was groomed to be a shortstop. And when I played against him, he played shortstop. He hit a home run against us, but he had such an erratic arm. He made a few errors when he played against us, but all his errors were overthrowing first base. You could tell he had a cannon for an arm, but he would constantly overthrow the first baseman. Guess what? He got drafted number 1 overall. All the scouts were there. They all saw him. We all saw the scouts. We were all, impressed, whatever. Like I said, he went yard against us. It was at Tidewater High School. If anyone knows Tidewater High School, the big field fence, he put it over the left field fence with a wood bat with ease. Long story short on this one, he gets drafted. He makes it to the big leagues. He's an outfielder. Example number 2, Sonny Gray. Sonny Gray is younger than me, so he didn't play with me, but he played for the same summer league team that I played for, the Bayside Yankees, which is also who, Pedro Alvarez is my age. We played. I think in my 20s, Sonny Gray was playing for the Bayside Yankees. Sonny Gray is not from New York, but he was recruited to play here. He was then recruited to go play at Vanderbilt. But with his summer league team, he was a center fielder. Sonny Gray was a center, groomed from the ages of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever. Get him ready to go to college, get drafted. This kid is a center fielder. He played center. He didn't play center field at Vanderbilt. He was a pitcher. They turned him into a pitcher. He was already an adult. So it's like when you're looking at 8 and 9-year-olds, and it's like, oh no, he can never be a third baseman. He's too slow to do this. So he's 8. He's not. Me. Let his what to drop first. Troy Brobridge. Sorry I wasn't telling you exactly who we were, but I thought Coach would find that interesting. And also Teresa Murphy. I figured I'm sure you guys have seen this. Teresa Murphy, I'm sure. Yeah, there you go. Right? Ryan. His whole life, like shortstop, this is that. And I'm sure when he got to high school, like, oh no, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, and he thought, okay, this is it. Meanwhile, they get you in the big leagues. Nope, you're a pitcher. Yes, okay, yes, 2005 exactly, because I graduated high school in 2005, so that makes complete sense. We would have went down there this time of year, basically in between my junior year and my senior year. So yeah, it was right before he got drafted. All the scouts were there to see him. His older brother had basically started that summer league team, and they had fresh uniforms. They had the real, legit, authentic, at the time, Devil Rays uniforms. This guy in his Benz used to make up his mind. Please move over, please. Just take your Benz and just scoot it over a little bit, please. Thank you. Thank you very much. And if you want to come over here, just put your blinker on, bro. Put your blinker on. You want to come in? Go ahead. There you go. Hey, there's your blinker. There you go. Now go ahead. Carry on. Easy. Wait. There you go. Okay. You see, that's how it's done. You see? Nice and easy. You don't just nudge. You put your blinker on, and you go. But yeah, it's perfect as, like Teresa Murphy, Co-Train, But you get some of these parents with these kids, and it's like, there's one kid on my nephew's team. He's been going to private hitting lessons for like 2 years now, since he's like 7 years old. He's going to private hitting lessons. And his father will always put up on Instagram like videos of him swinging and at the cage and getting lessons. And when the kid is just in the batting cage, just taking a swing, it's a beautiful swing. It really is. If I tell you, I've gone to a bunch of games this year, and the kid hasn't come close to hitting the ball once. He just lacks natural talent. There's certain things you can't teach. You can't teach speed. You can get in shape. You can't teach someone how to be. You're either fast or you're not. I was never fast. I didn't have speed. I lacked speed. Like I said with my nephew, he's a good pitcher at this age because he can hit a target. He's 7 years old. He can pick something up and throw it and hit a target. You can't teach that. You can't teach that natural ability to pick up a baseball and throw it where you want it to be. I know I always had that, and I still kind of have that. And I people joke around with beer pong and stuff like that. Honest to God, Co-Train and Teresa Murphy, I'm awesome at beer pong. You want me on your team in beer pong because God, I got some awesome freaking aim. Yankee Stadium, just to your right, by the way. Can't really see it, but it's there. There on the right. That puts you right over to it. McCombs Dam Bridge, over to the Bronx. So the Bronx is to your right. We're heading up north. And we're about to hit nasty upon nasty traffic. So I'm going to apologize to you guys right now. We're going to be in this traffic for 15 minutes. So if I lose you guys over this next 15 minutes, no harm. I think I'm back. This is a bad service spot right here, so hopefully I'm back and we're good to go. Yeah, and the Benz, he cut me off again. He's very erratic in this thing. You can just tell the way he starts, stops, turns. He's just turning the wheel, just jutting this way, jutting that way. Like, guy, you're gonna be in this 15 minutes with us, bro. Just chill. Chill out. I'm back. Okay. Carol Mahal, it's bothering me that people can't see you in here. It's bothering me. I want all my people to be visible in the chat. I don't know if this is going to help you, Carol and Claudio Perry. But I've heard some content creators mention, yeah, guys, sure. Yeah, sure. Just, yeah, sure. That a lot of times, like, people will tell them that someone's blocked in their chat, but they're not blocked in YouTube and, like, the community. I think there's a way to block people in your Google account. I've heard some people mention it, but, like, in your Google account, you can have people blocked that will not allow you to see them or them to see you. I know when I first started, there's one person that I know I can never see. It's this guy, Detroit Ziggy. I think you guys might have seen him around lately. For some reason, I can just never see him in the chat. I don't know why. So, I don't know, maybe if you could, I don't know. I don't even know if that would help you confuse you even more. Yankees for life. What's up, buddy? We just passed Yankee Stadium. It was just on our right. We got quite a bit of traffic to sit in at the moment. I don't know Rico Bosco. Steve Jobs wannabe. I don't. Sounds familiar. Kinda. Hope you're doing well, Yanks. Okay. Co-train. I had James Davison blocked for 2 months. How did you, like, because I know as a content creator, we go into the studio and then we go into our community, and then in the community tab, that's where it shows us who our wrenches are and who we have blocked, right? But just as a not, like, without a channel, Co-train, how the hell did you, like, figure that out, or do you know, or not? Because I think that's the thing, because you don't, like, when you don't have a wrench and you click on someone's name, you still have the option to block them or report them or whatever. And I feel like people might do that, like, by accident a lot. I know, like, a lot of time a wrench might block someone by accident, but if you are not a wrench and you click the person's name and you hit block, I do it a lot by accident where it's like, are you sure you want to block this person? I'm like, no. But, like, how'd you know that you had you know what, Steve Jobs? No, I can't say I do. I know exactly what Barstool is. We have someone that everyone knows in this genre here, Jeff Nadeau, who was part of the Rough and Rowdy. He just went back to Barstool. I'm, the pizza dude, Portnoy. I'm very, very, very familiar with Barstool. My cousin uh, follows them in depth on Twitter and with all that, but I don't know all the personalities, and I can't say. I've watched the pizza review with Portnoy, those videos. Um, no, I can't say that I do. Yeah, so I think that's whatever that is, Co-train and Carol Mahal and Claudio Perry. I think that, because I think when you do it as just a viewer, you block that person off of your Google account. If I go and I block someone, I'm blocking them off my channel. I'm blocking them from coming into my channel. But just as a viewer, if that makes sense. And then I think once you do that, then it's done within the account, in the email account, not necessarily the same way that a creator does it. That would be a great thing for, like, someone who knows how to put on those how-to videos. That would be a great. I mean, that would get 1,000 clicks just from this genre. If someone who really knew how to put out, like, a tech video, someone who is tech savvy and can, like, show on the screen exactly how to go about that, and to go and check to see if you, just as a viewer, you have anyone blocked and invisible to you. I bet that would make the rounds, because everyone would want to see that. And I thank everyone for being with me. This is torturous. It's got to be torturous. George Washington Bridge traffic at 1:18 p.m. It is 1:18 p.m. on the East Coast, New York City. Let me get a temperature reading. We'll see what the vehicle has to say about it. The vehicle has to say 82 degrees. So to me, that says it's about 78, 77, 76, 78. High 70s, low humidity, about 2 or 3 clouds in the sky, if that. It's nice. It's nice. Nice day. Rico is a personality that sounds so like you. He's kind of snap. Am I snappy? Now you're gonna have me self conscious here, Mr. Fake Steve Jobs. No, I don't follow those guys. I bet if I asked my cousin, he'd know who he was or knew his voice. I mean, there were a lot of people that thought I was BK Shallon's finest. I don't know if you know who that is, but we so many people have confused the two of us. Apparently, we sound alike. All right, slowly but surely. This is telling us we have 6 more minutes in this disaster. Gianni Catalano, how you doing, buddy? Hope you're doing well. Stressed out. Was not supposed to be making this trip today. This was supposed to be done with yesterday. Hope you're doing well, Gianni. Five more minutes in this delay. 5 more minutes. The afternoon cigar. That sounds good. 1:20 in the afternoon. Matria, what's up? Oh, Teresa Murphy. Oh, Teresa Murphy. I have to come up there and visit you. We got to get Vinny Bracco up there. Tell Vinny I'll drive. Come up and we'll talk. We'll talk, Teresa Murphy. We'll talk. I mean, besides the fact that I'm doing this today because you know the product was work related. Oh, I'll talk about work related. Work related. Everything I did yesterday was for nothing because everything I brought to these people was all damaged. That's what I just went and picked up in Flushing, and now got to bring back to Jersey and then bring these people a whole new fresh set. So, in terms of like work, like me sitting in this traffic is not supposed to be happening. I'm supposed to actually be like, well, we have a bunch of new products coming out. So that's all digital. That's all digital. That's all new price lists to go out. That's all new, product information to go out, suitability, test results, all stuff like paperwork type of office type work that needs to be done. My job is basically 50-50. It's 50% kind of on just doing what needs to be done for customers, whether it be setting up sample displays, bringing them smaller orders, fixing things like I'm doing right now. But then the other half of my job is stuff that like needs to be done like off 2-3 days during the week I'm supposed to be out about, you know. I'm still with you guys, right? That was weird. I just got like an alert that I didn't have service. Um, so, you know, when things like this happen, and this is such a dicey situation because the customer calls me this morning saying this material's damaged. Now, I have no proof that the damage wasn't done after I dropped it off. I have no proof of that. Oh, you know, it just so it's like a he said, she said. He said, she said. That's why when I walked into the place, I'm like, oh, you know, don't lie. You were smashing these up with hammers before I got here, kind of making a joke because the truth is, you'll get customers. I'll drop something off. The next day, they're like, this what you dropped me off is crap. It's all broken. But meanwhile, they already sent it to the customer, so it's already traveled to the customer. So how do I know that you didn't break it, or that your customer didn't break it, or didn't break on the way to you? This stuff that I'm taking back here today, I took. So really, it's my responsibility to get it there safely. But I didn't check it before I left. Is that my fault? Yeah, I guess. But neither did the customer. So technically, it's their fault because once I deliver, they're supposed to, if they want to, what you're supposed to do as a customer, as soon as I get there, you're supposed to check it before I leave. Open it up. Tell me to wait. Be like, Mike, wait. Let me check this stuff first. And then it could have been nipped in the butt right then and there. I could also do it. Also, I didn't do it. But, I mean, it is what it is. The marble and stone industry, Steve Jobs. Natural stone. Natural stone. Which natural stone breaks. You know, it breaks. Yes, say hello to Roma Food. Roma Food. Hey, yeah, Roma Food. There's always an X5 in front of us. That's so funny, Roma Food. Your favorite vehicle's in front of us again. This one's got California plates, though. I like the California plates. The California license plates are so cool. You see it? I'll get a little closer. It's the only cool thing about California. But yeah, we always have a BMW X5 in front of us. It's so funny. Maybe God's telling me something. Maybe God's telling me that's going to be, that's what we'll be doing trips with Skip with soon. Or he's just telling me I'm a jerk. I don't know. Could be one or the other. I'm not sure. He can't be telling me I'm a jerk because look, I'm letting this guy in his Civic. No jerk would do that. Hope you're doing well, Aroma Food. Making people hungry as usual. It's what you do best. Co-train. Co-train. You're 100% correct. I probably never will, Co-train. I probably never will. I would need a miracle. Or the Powerball, which would be a miracle. So let's leave it at miracle. Hey, Carol, you have a great day. Thank you for stopping in, man. Well, that's a loaded question. I mean, you're talking to a kid born and raised in Brooklyn, so I really feel like you're gonna have to be a little more specific. Um, what are we looking to do in this borough? You know, what do we want to do? What are we looking for? Are we looking to live? Are we looking to visit? Are we looking to drive around? Are we looking to score some paraphernalia? What are we looking to do? I personally love Brooklyn. I am born and raised in Brooklyn, though. I've taken a liking to Queens. You know, the Queens is a little suburban. It's a little weird, especially like Howard Beach, kind of a little weird. I do, Teresa Murphy. I I do. I toe that line between faith and realism. I try to toe it, you know? Because, if I have faith that I can fly, that faith might be my demise. You know what I mean? If I'm a little realistic with it, then maybe, I don't test that flying feature out on a bridge that high. Right? Best vibes. I mean, I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words. I mean, because the times that I've recently been in Manhattan, I haven't really liked the vibes I was getting from Manhattan. I wasn't really feeling the vibes coming out of Manhattan. I was feeling like I kind of needed my head on a swivel more than it always needed to be. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna stick with Brooklyn. Again, I'm biased, and I would agree with you. Just the atmosphere, like even I don't know if you were with us before, Twerkers, but when I started the show, we were in Flushing, Queens, and I was explaining that Flushing, Queens has a huge Chinese/Asian population. And, everyone knows that New York City has Chinatown, but Chinatown is in Manhattan, right? It's near Little Italy, Mulberry Street, Mott Street. It's down there. But in my opinion, if I wanted like a true, authentic Chinatown feel, or if I wanted really good dim sum, or like authentic Asian cuisine, or I would go to Flushing, Queens, because to me, the boroughs are going to be, generally speaking, more authentic than Manhattan. Generally speaking. And Teresa, it was, for a tourist, again, okay, so for a tourist, if you want just the typical tourist New York City experience, go to Manhattan. But Manhattan's like different these days. It's so hard to explain. It's just, it's, I don't know. Teresa Murphy kind of gets it with what she's saying. But you're going to, here's the answer I would have given you 4 years ago. You can take whatever, infer whatever you want to infer from it. But this is the answer I would have given you 4 years ago, or 3 years ago, or 4 years ago. January of 2020, I would have told you, go to Manhattan, stay in Midtown Manhattan, find the hotel near Times Square, and stay right there. But be willing to spend money on Uber all day, every day. Be willing to, from that centralized location, either walk to where you want to go, uptown, downtown, east or west, go when the weather's nice, or when you'd be willing to walk north, south, east, or west, but also be willing to Uber. Set aside about $300 for Uber, so that you can, maybe even more, so that you can even leave the Manhattan if you want to. Because if you're in Manhattan, you might be sitting there talking to someone, and they're like, "Yeah, no, I would suggest going into Brooklyn. I would suggest going into Williamsburg, Brooklyn. I would suggest going into Long Island City or Astoria, kind of where we just came from, Astoria, Queens, Long Island City. There, all those restaurants. To me, you're gonna find maybe a little more local, but better vibes outside, but the true New York experience, where if you want to see Times Square, if you want to see the Statue of Liberty, if you want to see Rockefeller Center, if you want to see Central Park, that's all going to be in Manhattan. Roma Food, that taxi is green. So here's the story behind the green taxis, Roma Food. As you know, taxis were always yellow, right? But then when Uber came around, Uber started taking business from like the outside boroughs. So basically, New York City set up taxis they set up two different type of taxis. The yellow taxis are the ones for Manhattan below, I think, 116th Street, so below Harlem, or 125th Street. The green taxis are the ones that are allowed to operate outside of Manhattan, in the boroughs, Brooklyn, Queens, I guess Staten Island, the Bronx, and north of 100 and whatever street, up in Harlem, uptown. So the green taxis are basically for the boroughs, and the yellow taxis are for the city, Manhattan, the borough of Manhattan. They had to distinguish between the two of them so that there wasn't, I guess, crossover or competition or whatever was going on there. So yes, you will see, Coney Island, great example, Coney Island. Now, Coney Island's a good example of somewhere where you can go taking the subways from Manhattan. So if you're in Manhattan and you get on the Q train and you take the Q train all the way south, the Q train's going to go into Coney Island. So you can take the subway down to Coney Island. And then once you're in Coney Island, you do what you got to do, and then you can just get right back on the subway and go back to Manhattan. Again, things have changed over the past couple of years. Hey, Octavia, you made it. Hope you're doing well. The city has changed over the past couple of years. I don't know if I would, in good conscience, suggest a tourist taking the Q train down to Coney Island these days. I don't know. I just wouldn't. Again, that's the same subway I took to high school. I took that subway to high school, 14 years old. But Coney Island's the perfect example. Like, if you might have heard of Coney Island your whole life, but it's on the southern edge of Brooklyn. Yeah, that's true. DN, or they also go down there, and the F also. I'm just, I'm from Kings Highway Station guy. Jonathan C. If you know the area, I was always the Kings Highway Station. So I was always the Q and the B line. Originally it was the B and the Q, and then when I was going to high school, they actually changed it to just the Q and the Q Diamond, because as you know, Jonathan C., since you seem to know, that line runs East 16th Street, up and down East 16th Street, and then you have the local and you have the express. The express was the Q Diamond, and the local was the Q Circle. Now I think the B is the express and the Q is the local. So you also have the B train, which will, pass by like Parkside and Avenue N and Avenue O and Avenue P. It stops at the major stops. Yeah, I would definitely just be willing and able to Uber as much as you possibly can. Stick with during the day. Nightlife doesn't seem to be what it used to be, so. Yeah, no, I would definitely suggest Ubering. Just prices of Ubers are going up too, because obviously they know there's less subway ridership. So, it used to just be when the weather was really bad or when it snowed, like you would notice that the prices of Uber would go up. It's not. It depends, Teresa Murphy. It really depends. I mean, it's depends on where you are, when you're going, where you're going, what. It's almost like a market. They almost treat it like a market. Like, you'll notice if it just starts to pouring rain out of nowhere, it starts pouring rain, and you start looking through Ubers, you're going to notice that the prices are going to go up. The price fluctuates. Hey, Roma Food. Look what we got in front of us, Roma Food. What do you know? Not the one with the Cali plates, though. It's a different one. They got the Jersey plates. We are crossing the Hudson. Crossing the Hudson River, George Washington Bridge. Heading into Jersey. Yeah, there's all the, there's car service. That's, basically what I used to do, and my dad, and there's all different types of livery services and stuff like that. Private car services. I know there's a guy in Howard Beach that he's kind of like a private guy. He just brings people around in the neighborhood. Yo, Ange. How's it going, Yo, Ange? Hope you're doing well. I couldn't catch you this morning. I think you were doing your soapbox, your Wednesday soapbox, but I've kind of a busy morning, Yo, Ange, but I hope you're doing well. I hope a few of you in the chat have gone and checked out Yo, Ange, because if you enjoy, see now, these are great questions for Yo too, because she answers all these questions all the time. Yo Ange will answer these types of questions all the time on her channel. On her channel, her and her husband, they basically do what I do, but better. Okay? They're boots on the ground. They're on the ground. They live in Manhattan. They're constantly walking around Manhattan. They're constantly getting the vibe in Manhattan, but then they're always leaving Manhattan too. I don't know if Carlos is in here. I wanted to tell Carlos yesterday when he was in here. Or Teresa, you'll like this. Yo Ange, she went up to Arthur Avenue last weekend. They had the feast up there, the Farragosto, whatever it's called. So she was on Arthur Avenue with her husband, and it was awesome the way they were showing it. They were stopping at all the different food vendors. That mozzarella hero sandwich was off the charts. The Galaman at the end, not so much. But she answers these types of questions all the time, and they go to different places and they'll discuss that. Like, for example, I heard her talking about it with her husband, saying how they enjoyed the Arthur Avenue feast because it wasn't as crowded as the San Gennaro gets. That's another thing to consider. The San Gennaro feast did it start? It starts tomorrow, today, soon. It's coming up, but it's jammed packed down there. Now, when Yo Ange was walking around with her husband on Arthur Avenue in the Bronx, it was crowded, but you could tell there was just a little more room to walk around. So anyone in here that has, I don't know if I have any wrenches in here. If I have a wrench, please drop Yo Ange's channel, because if you have these questions, if you are interested in New York City, if you and want a different second opinion or a different perspective, she's always answering these types of questions. She's always saying X, Y, and Z. So if I don't have a wrench in here at the moment, I will drop it as soon as we get to the next traffic light. We'll be in a couple of minutes. I'll put the link in there. I would highly suggest, if you like the idea of I should be back with you now. If you like the idea of live streaming in New York City and dialogue to go along with it, I would highly suggest that channel. Okay, Coach Rain. It is just her name, yes. Are you a wrench, Coach Rain? You're not a... Did I give you one? I don't know if you know what to do with it. I can get it in a minute, Coach Rain. Don't worry about it. As soon as we're going to come up to a traffic light pretty soon, I can grab it. What's real? You're gonna get banned off this channel. You start talking all that smack over there. You can't say that with that friggin' dweeb running your country up there. Come on. How you gonna say that? I'm just kidding. I love you. What's real? You shelved. Right on. I didn't even make you. See, that's what you get. See that? I forgot to even make you. You come in here talking all this crap. Come in here talking all this crap, and then you want me to make you. You know what, Coach? You can stay on the shelf. Unbelievable. I think I definitely want to become a member of the Yo Ange fan club, too. Yo Ange. You guys walk around with the tote bags and everything. I want to put those special emojis up in there. All right. So we're in Jersey, if anyone cares. Route 46, Bergen County. I'm only going to stick with you for a few more minutes. We're approaching, we've hit that 2-hour mark. Please sub. And that's a good idea. Teresa Murphy. Teresa Murphy, where are you, Teresa Murphy? All right, Teresa Murphy. Congratulations. You got made before co-train. Don't turn red. Don't turn red. Nice. Yeah, no. I would suggest it. I would suggest if you're interested in they're you know they're funny to listen to and informative on things like that. They're, like I said, they're more the boots on the ground. They're actually walking around the city. They're going into these restaurants. They're dealing with the people on the street. They're dealing with the people at the festivals and the fairs. Way more interactive with the public. They do a great job in like when they're eating food. They know how to like show you what they're eating, and you guys do a good job, honestly. And I said it yesterday. I'm not the type to blow smoke up people's butts. I'm not. It's the truth. And you just popped in at the right time, just because all those questions, basically, you know, quite honestly, I do more driving around this city than I do like walking around Manhattan. I don't walk around Manhattan much these days anymore. So in terms of like that feel, those vibes, and like I said, they seemed to really enjoy the vibes that they were feeling up in Arthur Avenue in the Bronx, and quite frankly, it was different than what I was expecting, because I walked the 18th Avenue Feast, Ange. I not as good as you guys did, but I walked the 18th Avenue Feast, and that had a different vibe than what I was getting from Arthur Avenue. Heading not too far from where we are right now, northern Bergen County, northern Jersey, basically near the Meadowlands, East Rutherford, near Giant Stadium. Right now, we're on Route 46, but I'm trying to make this left to head in towards like the Colstat, East Rutherford area, Meadowlands. That's funny. Yeah, you guys were discussing those meatballs down in the San Gennaro. I gotta try to get down there. That's funny. Yeah, intimate. That's the word I'm looking for. Yo Ange and Joe will give you a little bit more of an intimate feel. The San Gennaro Feast, Jonathan Smith, I believe San Gennaro Feast features a hot dog eating contest. And I know Yo Ange was discussing it on her channel. Yo Ange and her husband Joe enjoy, sitting down at restaurants and trying different foods, and it's great. They do a good job. They do. They just do. Montauk, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. John Burke, hello, sir. Hope you're doing well. So David S. Cameron, correct. The football stadiums, or as you like to mention, or you like to call the American version of rugby, the football stadiums for the New York Giants and the New York Jets is the Meadowlands Giant Stadium, which is in New Jersey. MetLife Stadium is in New Jersey. It's just across, as you can see, it's just across the Hudson River on the Jersey side. But the Jets and the Giants, Giant Stadium, MetLife Stadium, they actually do not even play in the state of New York. They play in the state of New Jersey. Which, like, you'll get, like, if the Endu's in here, you'll get guys that say, oh, you know, the Buffalo Bills are the only team that plays in New York, you know. The Buffalo Bills are the only team that plays in New York, you know. Technically speaking, they are technically correct in that the Buffalo Bills obviously play in Buffalo, which is part of New York State. Whereas the New York Giants and the New York Jets technically play in New Jersey. Although we all know, like, the New York Giants and the New York Jets are meant to signify New York City, not New York State. And we are just footsteps from New York City. Whereas Buffalo, I don't even think many people realize Buffalo is in New York State. And I'm talking about New Yorkers. no offense. Just, I'm saying, just the ignorance of geography on us. Like, no offense to Buffalo. Just saying. Claudio Perry, if you're here, just saying. You know what, Steve Jobs? That's fine. Because, like I said, I don't go out of my way to, like, promote other channels or, you know, kiss butt or whatever. But I'll be completely honest with you. I thoroughly enjoy their channel. So if you come into here and I send you her direction and she's on at the same time and you decide to just stick with her and tell me to go scratch, that's fine. I'm happy for her. That's fine. She's definitely funnier than me. Without a doubt. I don't even pretend to be funny. I'll tell you right now, I'm not funny. I am not funny. I don't try to be funny. So she's going to win that battle every time. Elegant bathtub reglazing. Tub, tile, and sink reglazing. That's not good for my business. I need people to replace that tile, not reglaze it. Thank you, Octavia. I appreciate it. Every single football team in the English top divisions are named after places they represent. Yeah, I guess it's a little different here in the States. Like, another example would be out in California. Big Lou would be able to explain this better, but the San Francisco Giants do not play in San Francisco. Sorry, San Francisco 49ers. San Francisco 49ers, the football team. The Giants do play in San Francisco, I believe. I believe that the baseball team is right in San Francisco. But the San Francisco 49ers, the football team, I believe is like 45 minutes outside of San Francisco in their new stadium. I think there's a lot of different examples of that. I think even like the Atlanta Braves, the baseball team, I don't think they're in the city of Atlanta. I think they're just outside Atlanta. There's a few different examples. You have even the football team, the New England Patriots, right? Tom Brady's old team, you know, the New England Patriots. They're named after a region, New England, the New England Patriots. But everyone just assumes Boston, because Boston is basically the center of New England. But they don't play in Boston. What's the town they play in? Foxborough, right? They play in Foxborough. They don't play in Boston. Yeah, the baseball team does, Jonathan C. Yep, they play right there on the Cove, right, McCovey's Cove. But the football team, they're Santa Clara, maybe, or something like that. The Miami Dolphins play in Doral, right? I don't think the Miami, and even the Marlins and the Dolphins, right? Aren't they out in Doral? I don't think they're in the city of Miami. So there's a lot of examples of it in the States, David, where, you know, the city
mentioned or in the name is more thought of as a region. Like for example, New York. You say the New York Giants. I think it's more of the New York metropolitan region, the New York City metropolitan region that the team represents. Yep, Foxborough. Oh yeah, Cotrain's in here. That's right. I've been to Foxborough. Really nice complex. It's very cool how they set up that whole area around the stadium. I actually went to a graduation at the stadium. Someone in my ex's family graduated from Cornell, I think. I don't know, somewhere up there, or maybe Northeastern. And the graduation ceremony was in Foxborough. That was cool. All the restaurants, and then she had her party at a restaurant right outside the stadium. It was cool. It was very cool. They set up basically like a little city around that stadium. All right, guys. I'm going to. Is that what it's called? Patriot Place. Let me wait until I pull over. I'm going to pull over in a second. We're approaching. We're getting close. But I'm going to start to say my see you laters. I'm going to end it. I was thinking about letting it run and you guys can come back with me, but this is way too long. 2 hours and 14 minutes. We've had a great crowd in here today. I'll check the tubes to see if anyone, maybe Thien will be coming on or something. Maybe I can hop on with him. But same routine here. Like thank you. Please hit the like button. The like button always helps. It always really, really helps. I'm pretty sure Yo Ange's. I'm pretty sure I put Yo Ange's who's in the chat. Maybe I'll do that one more time before I end it. All right, give me 30 seconds, guys, and then I'll be able to say see you later to you. Let's see over here what we got going on over here. Let me see over here. Okay. Let's wrap around here. Getting some shade. All right, guys. Let's see. Let me hang right here. So I'm in some shade. Beautiful. Let me just go back to the comments here. Hey, thank you for being with us, David S. Cameron. I appreciate it, man. Really, 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 really do. You're a good man. So I'll see you later. Co-train, I will see you, buddy. Octavia, you have a great day, all right? Yeah, Co-train, I'll probably... Yeah, I might just start another one up when I'm leaving here. I'll see what type of mood I'm in. I mean, I got 28 people with me right now. I'm flabbergasted at this. Unbelievable. But everyone, please, let me grab this. Please sub. Here is the Yo Ange channel again. Like I said, anyone that has those type of questions about New York City, check her out. She goes live daily. She's more boots on the ground, more intimate, as Teresa Murphy would say. And Teresa Murphy, thank you. Yeah. There's a whole. I figured. I noticed the whole riff going on there when I got the alert that the Queen had passed, and I announced it on my stream, and there was some negative feedback, so I decided to just continue it on and stay out of that conversation because I don't know the back and forth. That's over my head. But everyone, hey, thank you so much, guys. All right. Hey, it's 22 now. Please sub to Yo Ange. Co-train, you have a wonderful day. Maybe I'll make you next time. I don't know. Hey, I told you that story. I told you. When Joey Bay 8 asked me, hey, out of the people that we don't know, that we've never met, that we don't know from the hole in the wall, who would you give a wrench to? And who was my answer, Co-train? Who was my friggin' answer? Jen, thank you so much for joining, but I'm just about to shut it down, Jen. if Coach Train gets his wish, I'll start one up again in a little while. But I just got the jersey. Been on for 2 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you so much for stopping. Hit that little like button while you're here. You know what I mean? I'll definitely catch you on the next one, Jen. All right? Thank you so much. God save the Queen. See, there we go. They got to change the words now, right? We're saving the king now. He's officially the king now, right? Even though the coronation didn't happen yet, right? Yeah, it's Teresa Murphy. Go Train. Go Train. See, at that time, everyone thought like Tom Lavecchia was running behind the scenes, right? Everyone thought like, oh, Tom Lavecchia is doing this, Tom Lavecchia is doing that. Go Train. Go Train. We'll talk, Go Train. I got a lot more juice in this tank than you think. No way. Get out of here. Is that a joke? No way, Thiendu. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. Yes. I know a couple of trolls are going to come in and unsubscribe, but thank you. Awesome. Now I can hopefully get my community tab now. 502, man. Thank you, Thiendu. That's awesome. Thank you. Wow. And Co-Train, we'll talk, Co-Train. Don't you worry about it. I was juiced up, baby. I was juiced up. Yes, the one that's in the description of my page. bksiguys@gmail.com. bksiguys at gmail.com. That's the email. Yeah, on the way, yo, Ange. On the way. On the way. That would be great. That's the email, Octavia? Yeah, wow. Guys, thank you. Holy crap, I didn't even realize it. Oh, awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. And thank you for letting me out at the end, dude. That's awesome. Are you going on, Thee? Are you going on today? Just let me know if you're planning on it. If you can. Or if you don't know, or whatever. Yeah, you've emailed me before, I believe. You are? Okay, cool. I'll look out for it, all right? And if I'm on the road, I'll join you, all right? Especially if you're gonna go on like around that 3 o'clock range. I should be leaving here probably in about a half hour or so. All right? All right, guys. I gotta scoot. I got someone looking at me, as Vinny Bracco would say, like I'm the friggin' U-Log. All right, guys? Thank you so much. Thank you to all my subs. Thank you for letting me know. Yep, you got it. Yo, Ange. Sub to Yo, Ange if you haven't already. Octavia, you have a great day. Guys, I'll see you soon. If not, hold on. Where's the Endu? I will most likely be on this channel later today. Paste. There. There's the Endu's link. 2:30 live. There's the link. Awesome. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.